Good morning everyone and welcome once again to Wacky Wednesday. It is the early 2019, the second day of a brand new year. And somehow New Year's Eve, New Year in India is associated with Goa, with the land of surf and sand, with the land of wine and fenny. And yes, who doesn't like to get drunk on New Year's Eve? And then the hangover lasts way into the new year. So Goa, which has the best of wines in India, the best of surf and sand, the best of fenny, the best of fish. Yes, Goa also gives you something which is antidotal to all these hangovers, which is a great preventive for gastritis induced by overuse of alcohol, which protects your liver from the abuse of alcohol. Yes, it also helps the inflammations of the bowel. Dear friends, from the land of Goa, from which my ancestors came, I present to you the yummy, the sour, the tati Kokam. Yes, the closest name for this dried cover of a fruit, the fruit is called ratamba, can be sour plum. And the closest that I found to this drink in Singapore was the sour plum juice. But believe me, this particular species which comes from Goa is very different. Ask any Goan and they'll swear by it. And what a lovely name a juice of Kokam is called. It is called as Amrut Kokam. Amrut Kokam means the elixir of Kokam. And mind you, after a drunken night when your head is hurting and when you can't think straight, a shot of Amrut Kokam will bring the head right back to reality. So if you are having a hangover of 31st night, if you are feeling so groggy, do try and get hold of this Kokam or the Kokam juice, as Amrut Kokam is called, and then open it up. I have closed it a little bit too tightly because otherwise it can spill off. And this is the Himalayan rock salt. And mind you, coconut trees are abundant in Goa, so this is coconut sugar, everything natural. Now where did and how did this Kokam juice come about? So when they take the Kokam fruit, the ratamba, which looks kind of similar to the mangosteen, and split it open, juice drips. That juice is collected as Amrut Kokam. Then the two shells are dried and that becomes this Kokam. This Kokam is added instead of tamarind or tomato to flavor the Goan fish curries or even the Goan vegetable curries. The curry that we make, mugagati, made from the green bean sprouts, I tell you, it is yummylicious. So today, for all those of you who are suffering from the gastritis of overindulgence of 31st, I'm going to show you how we are going to prepare this Amrut Kokam or elixir of Kokam. So take a few spoonfuls of this Kokam juice, and if you can't find it, you can even put a Kokam in water, but mind you, you might have to boil it a bit. Then put a little bit of coconut sugar, a pinch of Himalayan rock salt, stir it, pour some water, and delicious. I think I'm going to add a little more of my Goan genes, just want a little more of the sour tarty flavor. Stir it and yummylicious Amrut Kokam or Kokam Sarbat is ready. Now in this, if you were to add coconut juice or coconut milk, you get soul curry. The name suggests curry or curry for the soul. Believe me, it is a great digestive. It helps you digest all the fish that is eaten in the Goan cuisine. You see, Goa was a Portuguese colony, so a lot of Portuguese cuisine has been incorporated in the Goan traditional cuisine. So we have the zakuti and vindaloo, yes, but the sol curry is a great antidote for digestion for any of these difficult digestive but yummy foods. Yes, it also helps lower your LDL. And mind you, it takes care of the oxidative stress, so it is also a friend of the diabetics, but just add a little less sugar. Anyone for Amrut Kokam or Kokmache Sarbat? It is just so refreshing. It helps reduce heat stroke. It does. So when you're out on that beach in that blasting sun, come back to your hotel room or come back to your home or to your Airbnb and have a glass full of Kokam Sarbat. Or when you get those hives on the body, I remember I had a lot of them when I was a child. My mum would just put some Kokam in water and rub me with it. The hives would settle down so quietly. And those of you out there who have migraine, that pounding terrible headache, make Kokam your friend. Add it to your curries. Just drink it in water or have the great soul curry. Believe me, not only it is yummy, it is vegan and it is healthy. On that point, have a great Kokami January. Thank you.